way better.
I'm ringing up like some of the numbers.
Hey, at least you're doing something about it.
Unlike
there's a certain person who is bringing into the green screen here that we can see, who doesn't. First of all, doesn't share any news. Second of all, doesn't watch the video. Third of all, doesn't comment on anything. Fourth of all, he does not show up to record the fucking podcast.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Week 11.
Yeah,
good to have you back.
Woo!
So we're gonna kick it off real quick with the beer of the week. A couple little quick topics after that, but without further ado, we got Strata by Breakside Brewery. They're out of Portland, Oregon. This is a very limited batch. It's brewed with very particular hops. It's a double dry hop, and it's a 5.6, and it's gonna be delicious. I can't wait.
I was wondering if you were just gonna hog all those, or if you were just gonna hand some off.
5.6 what?
ABV.
The fuck is that?
Alcohol by volume.
Yeah.
So it's
okay.
basically like a Bud Light.
Dark.
Oh, okay.
It ain't gonna hurt you. In other words.
It'd be a flavorful Bud Light.
Okay, because you always be spouting off numbers and
Put
shit.
that up for you.
What's the IBU or whatever the fuck
45 IBU on this bad boy.
And you said anything under 40 is usually what I like, right?
Yeah, you'll be all right with this. It's a light one. You'll enjoy it. Trust me.
I'm gonna take your word for it. I'll go ahead and give you props. You've been right a whole lot lately.
I'm gonna go ahead and.
So we'll have to see what's going on with this.
That's
If
pretty
you guys,
good.
if you guys haven't noticed our clean, crisp audio when those beers were cracking.
I wasn't gonna mention it personally.
That's
but,
a good beer.
You know what it is.
So yeah, this one is it's a single hop, and they do a little bit more than that. They refine exactly which hop they do out of the batch in total to produce a particular flavor profile with this one. So like I said, this is Breakside Brewing out of Portland, Oregon. They got 3 locations out in Oregon, so it's a bit of a drive for us Washingtonians, but I'm sure it'd be worth it to make the trip sompday.
It's got like a piney taste to me.
Yeah, it tastes a little bit like outside.
Yeah.
It's got that rainwater taste to it. Very Northwestern.
Definitely tastes like Portland.
Like a wet raccoon.
A wet raccoon. I think it's pretty good.
And I feel dumb for asking that question too, because
It's good at first, but it
45
just has
IBUs.
something.
I like that kind of piney aftertaste. You know, it's like a
I don't like it.
You like drinking rainwater.
rainwater's good for you, man. Build that immune system. But
You heard it here. COVID, rainwater.
Yeah,
That's
Cure
why
it,
we're
baby.
not allowed to keep rainwater in the Northwest.
oh
You
yeah,
know,
you
it's
get
having the
fined
cure.
big time
It's
if
the
you
cure.
get caught doing that. I think it's like anything over 5 gallons to get you a fine.
As long as you're using
What?
it, if you can
You're
use it
shitting
for
me.
irrigation, but if they see you collecting
Yeah.
it, yes, it's a huge fine.
What?
Yeah, that's
What
wild, isn't it?
stupid fucking sense does that make?
Well,
'Cause
they
you're
don't want
not
you to be
paying-
self-sufficient. That's the problem. They want you to rely on them to pay them.
And Big Brother wants their money from you buying.
Imagine a state that's basically the woods with some cities in it doesn't want you living like you live in the woods.
But the cities live in
Right.
the woods now because it's all homeless people in those woods. Like,
Oh,
Evergreen
shit,
State
it ain't
is
even,
now-
It ain't even the woods, bro. We can go right
Yeah.
down the street
For
and
real.
go find some homeless people.
Oh man, there was one right there off the exit, Steel Street off of 512. I'm telling you, they cleared it out one day, and I was driving by it, and it was literally like a 4-block stretch of just this huge mound of trash that they bulldozed up out of there. It was insane.
Go anywhere over on Hilltop in Tacoma, and you will see
Oh, yeah.
tent cities everywhere.
Oh
And
yeah,
that-
you can go
downtown
right down
Tacoma.
the road from here.
That shit makes no sense to me, man. How do you not clean up after yourself? Even if I was put in a position like that, and I have been before, I would clean up after myself.
Right.
Like, I would make sure that my area was
know?
taken care of so nobody fucking bothered me.
Exactly.
You know what I
Don't give
mean?
them a reason to throw your
I
ass
wouldn't
out, you know?
exactly. So it's inconspicuous
Well,
as
I
possible.
don't think it was the fact that they were making a mess. I think it's just the
No,
fact
what
that you
happened
have
was somebody got
60
killed in
homeless
there
people
over some
living
kind of
in
drug
one
beef or
area.
something like that. So they
Yeah.
raided it with the police and found a whole bunch of drugs and shit like that.
Stolen
Obviously,
shit.
you know, ooh, shocking surprise, right?
Take a cue from Utah and do whatever they did to get rid of homeless people.
Right.
So there you go.
Right.
It's been documented. Look the shit up. But anyways, this tastes like outside.
You know what? I'll tell you what, it tastes a lot better than that goddamn chip I ate last week.
Oh.
Let me break down a quick
yeah,
review on that
yeah,
one
I
since
was
I
gonna
missed
say, you
out on
never
that
gave us
last
a
week.
review
If you
on
guys
that.
don't remember, I ate the chip and then apparently I died. and then I came back. But so what happened was extreme burning in my mouth. My body thought I was gonna throw up, but I didn't throw up. You could hear me in the background dry heaving if you listen closely. It wasn't one of my better days, but all in all, that experience was highly entertaining until the next day.
Yeah, I told you.
That gives you an idea for the next
That's-
upgrade. Personal mics. That way you can catch if something like that ever occurs again.
Oh man.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
You know, all in time. You know.
Yeah, we're working.
It was
on
interesting.
We'll do that when we actually, get enough followers to go live.
Exactly. You see all this fucking work that we've done to make this shit better, just in the span of 3 weeks. We got the extra cameras. We got the fucking new microphones.
New studio. We stepping it up,
Shout
man.
out
All
to this
levels
guy
of
here.
the game.
It's not just for us.
you know.
It's for
it's
all,
for all
you
guys too.
The
Like,
consumers.
I mean, come on.
Absolutely.
Like, really?
Right? I mean, we don't want your support for nothing. I mean,
Right? Exactly. And support is free.
Yeah,
bro.
because you're not
Free.
paying for this.
Support. We know
Free.
that might have to go on the first run of T-shirts. Support is free.
Sounds
All you
fair.
gotta do
Hashtag
is just click
AAC
that little button,
podcast.
bro.
know
Just
about it.
Tap
Search
tap
that.
right there.
Cost you nothing.
Costs you not a damn thing at all.
Not
Just
a
double
cent.
tap on the thing. That's it.
Anyways, let's bring up my next topic I got in line here. We're just gonna go into the UFC tomorrow. That's gonna cost something. A little bit of money on the pay-per-view
Who's
buy-in,
Chuck Liddell
but
fighting, bro?
That's because you
Chuck
can't
Liddell,
stream.
the Iceman, Chuck Liddell
Yeah,
is
who's he
fighting
fighting?
old age. I think he's
Oh,
like,
yeah?
I don't know,
I
he's
don't
getting
know,
up
man.
there,
Old age is
That
undefeated, bro.
glass jaw.
Yeah. Right? So yeah, we got Conor McGregor making his return. Finally,
Again.
getting to go ahead and fight Dustin Poirier for the second time. If you don't remember, the first time was a pretty impressive defeat. Conor McGregor kind of beat his ass. But Dustin Poirier has gotten a lot better since then, I feel, and so has Conor McGregor, and it's going to be a very entertaining fight. They seem to be two different people entirely than they were when they first fought, both in the ring and out of the ring, mentally and physically. This one's going to be badass, I feel.
Now, you being the resident UFC expert, do you think that Conor McGregor took this fight because he beat his ass so easily the first time and he just wants a chump fight? just to get back
No,
and
I
get a
think
paycheck?
Conor McGregor took this fight because he's been trying to get fights, a whole bunch of fights for years, but they just won't book him. They think that it's easier to market
Because
somebody if you don't have him fight.
Conor McGregor's a fucking dickhead.
He might be a
That's
dickhead,
why.
but he fights very well,
know,
and
it's
he
funny about
brings
that
in more money than anybody else in the
that
company.
seems to be the ongoing idea with every single athletic company, is that they can show you a little bit of somebody and you're going to want to pay more money to see them. Unfortunately, I actually don't think that is. I get invested when I see somebody over amounts of time, more and more and more. You know,
Yeah.
making me wait to see somebody takes away my interest. It
That's
makes me
what I'm
move
saying.
on to something else.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean,
Conor McGregor has been wanting to fight. It's just the UFC has not been booking him fights because they feel like, oh well, he's worth this much. If he goes out and loses, he won't be worth that much. Bullshit. If he goes out and loses, he'll probably be worth more because then he'll want to fight even more. The guy doesn't have to fight for a paycheck. Pretty sure he's a billionaire now, or at
Which
least
is
very
why he
close
fought
to it.
Floyd Mayweather.
right?
Yeah.
He does that statement right there makes absolutely zero sense when talking about one Conor McGregor.
How much money did Conor McGregor make before he fought Floyd Mayweather off of fighting before that point?
I don't know. I'm not on Conor McGregor's dick like that.
Like $4 million,
Okay.
maybe. Then he fights Floyd Mayweather and makes $250 million.
Okay.
Invests that money and has made himself.
He made $4 million just to show up at some of those press events and just
Yeah.
talk shit.
Absolutely. So he did. He did.
Now he's just a dickhead on Instagram and shit.
And he comes out and he fights. He doesn't have to. Like I'm saying, that dude's a billionaire. He's not fighting for a paycheck anymore.
But he had to stay
He
relevant.
He has a
because-
whiskey company that's making ridiculous sales.
And you had
What
the
whiskey
UFC.
company?
How many
Proper
fights?
12.
Really?
Yeah, he sponsored a few UFC events. You know, he's actually doing pretty big things with his life
A
outside of
whiskey
the ring
company
too.
I've never heard of. We've never drank none of this whiskey.
Well,
I highly doubt that it's doing numbers.
come
like
on
that.
over tomorrow
I
and you can
think
drink
that's
some of
just
this
something
whiskey.
that dickhead Conor McGregor said. Just
I
to
bet
say
you it's doing
dickhead
good in
things like
Ireland.
Conor McGregor does.
I bet
It's
you-
doing really good all over the world at first, man, because it was, hey, I'm buying Conor
I mean,
McGregor's whiskey. Like, yeah, hell yeah.
He should have
Okay,
gone
well
vodka.
then since
I mean, he
you're
used to
since
be a
you're the plug
potato
on that
farmer.
shit,
So he could have gone.
Yeah,
since you're the plug on that shit, you need to set it up. Then we need to have a taste test sometime soon of the Conor McGregor whiskey,
all right.
Whiskey of
I
the
got a
week.
bottle of it at the
Facts.
house right now.
and then we need to try the Rock's fucking tequila.
That's actually really good too.
I think we should do
I've had the Blanco.
all,
There's no
brand,
such
delicious.
all branded beverages by anybody in the sports
There's a
realm.
whole ton of them.
Does
all
that-
that shit. We need to try them all.
There's a whole ton of
We
them.
need to try 'em.
I
The
got
Undertaker
George Strait's
wine
tequila at the house too. That's
Oh,
for
I
Sunday.
forgot about the Undertaker having one. Oh, you know what? I'm down with that.
Everybody's got a tequila, man.
I personally, I'm cool
Everybody's
with
got
wine.
a
But
whiskey.
wine now, man. Everybody's got wine. The Undertaker has.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
because
they got
everybody's
wine for
fucking
sure.
old. Stone Cold Steve Austin has wine.
Nah,
now.
Yeah,
they're
dude.
selling
Oh
it to
man,
the
hell yeah.
females.
No, they're
Yeah,
not.
I mean,
Stone Cold Steve
yeah.
Austin is selling it to old people. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, bro, being at a dinner party or some shit, and Stone Cold Steve Austin comes in, and like in your brain, you automatically think, "Oh shit, it's about to go down." And he does like
He's got
instead of fucking
flip-flops on
Steve
and drinking
Weisers,
wine
he's got
spritzers.
somebody tossing him bottles of wine, and he's like cracking them open and shit.
I mean, honestly, that'd be kind of dope.
That would.
I
be
wouldn't
kinda
hate on
dope.
him for that. That'd be kind of
Pouring
dope.
it
He'd
into
make
the
it a big
glass
ass
and doing
mess.
like the little snifter thing.
Yeah, and,
get that
Oh,
body.
Comes
yeah.
in with flip flops, drinking a wine
Dude, that's an
spritzer.
even better idea. He completely
With a
goes
wedge
the
of a
opposite
lime in it.
way. He doesn't make a mess or anything. He just takes it and gently pours it into the glass.
So
and
instead of, like-
lets it around and smells it. He takes a sip. He does a little shit in his. Yeah, dude. There
Get
you
some
go.
box
So how
wine.
about like instead of the doorbell being like a doorbell, like he brings it and it's the broken glass thing.
That'd be pretty dope.
Open the door. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh
dun,
my
dun,
God.
dun, dun.
If I was Stone Cold, I would definitely
In
do
a
that. in my
parallel,
He
mansion.
comes
in a
in,
parallel
like-
universe, this is how it goes.
Like that's
He
how you
comes
get
in
into the
wearing like a
bedroom.
redneck suit, like jeans on and like just
It's
suit.
a denim suit with an American flag tie.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty dope.
With
You
no
like wine?
shirt,
Give me a hell yeah.
with no shirt and no sleeves. Yep.
That's hilarious.
Epic.
Yep.
Hashtag AXE podcast.
We're putting it on Netflix.
Hashtag.
We're making this TV show, Alternate Universe Steve Austin.
Even
He's
I'd
better,
just
hang out
like
with him.
super sophisticated, but he still looks like a redneck.
better yet, when they do like that dinner thing, what is it, the WWF where they
It could
have
be
the
a
three
cartoon,
people?
and we could totally do a whole play on the whole thing, parody style.
Yeah.
But what if he
dude.
was the butler? He'd come out with like kind of like what's his
The
name?
butler.
No, you.
And come in with the wine.
That
Would
dude's
you like-
anybody's gonna
That
be the
dude still
butler.
got
It's gonna be
guns. Why is he
Virgil.
gonna be a butler? That dude's huge.
If
as hell.
We
anybody's
can't
gonna
do
be
that
the
in
butler, it's gonna be-
2021.
I guess it.
I
yeah.
approve it. What the fuck? It was you guys heard it. I'm the one that said it. It was my idea.
Oh, yeah.
Virgil, the black dude, is gonna be the butler for Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yep.
They're both bald headed. What are you talking? I don't see color.
So if he pours the wine too fast, he gives him the stunner.
Exactly. And then Ted DiBiase pops out of
Could
somewhere.
his name be like? He needs to be like Stone Chill Austin, or you gotta
Stone
Yeah.
Cold.
Yeah. Stone lukewarm Austin. Room temperature.
room temperature Steven Austin. Room temperature Steven
right.
Austin.
Defrosted
There you
and ready to cook.
go. Yep. Room temp Steven Austin.
That's hella funny.
I like it. I fucking like it.
For sure.
And every time he stuns Virgil, you fucking Ted DiBiase pops out of somewhere like a potted plant.
Did you
And
ever
just
watch
says,
the show that he had back in the day?
My name,
Yeah,
my
the
name,
music's
my
got to play and
name.
everything. He just pops out and laughs and tosses a handful of money and then goes away.
Did you
And,
ever
like-
see the TV show that he had back in the day, the Broken Skull Ranch or whatever it was called, where he
Oh,
put
yeah.
people through these crazy ass, like extremely strenuous exercises and shit? That show
It
was
was
nuts,
basically
man.
the Real World Road Rules Challenge.
I was gonna say
No,
the
dude, that
redneck
was way
version
more
of, Ninja
like,
Warrior.
Yeah,
pretty much.
more like that. It
Yeah.
was some crazy shit he had him out there doing all the
Redneck
time.
Ninja
Like,
Warrior.
then they had to run up this hill that's like, no, I don't think
Oh,
I could
yeah,
even make
bro.
it up that hill. Like I'd be like,
I'm trading this
whatever's
beer
up
out.
there can come down.
He has a new show right now.
Shout out to
coming
you guys.
too.
We'll try another beer from you.
I'm not
That
gonna
was not good.
like.
That
plug
wasn't the
that.
one for you.
No, that's not it.
Straight
That
and
ain't it.
juicy.
As the chief, I can say that ain't it.
Nope, I figured out right where your bound is though. Got you.
Well, it's not like it doesn't. It's not bitter. It
No.
just doesn't have enough of a taste to it.
Yeah.
It's like it's bland as fuck.
Yeah, it's
that
a light
beer is
one.
made
It's
by
kinda
white
like, I
people
feel like
'cause
it's
it has
kind of like
no
a
seasoning
session
at all.
IPA almost. It's a
Y'all need some
Pretty
salt.
light.
and some
It
pepper, and
honestly
some
tastes
paprika
like
in
if
that
you've
damn
ever
Something,
been.
yes. I like not literally. I
beer. You
feel
put some
like I'm
Johnnies in that
licking-
fucking in that beer and season it up a little bit.
doing survival training and you take a bunch of pine cone needles and put it into some water and boil that shit down,
Shake it up.
you know, and
Boil
fucking
pine cones.
because you need to live and
Put a little bit of
survive, you
bark
need
in there.
some
Yeah.
kind of
Put a
nutrients.
little bark in there. You can suck the sap out of it. Tastes
That's
pretty
what I'm
good,
saying.
right? You know,
This is
but
what it tastes like,
break
bro.
that shit down.
It has that
Lick
pine
it
There you
cone.
wet
go.
Awesome.
Wet possum. Back to the wet possum. I love it.
No, it was a raccoon earlier, but the more I drink it, I'm like,
Licking
Oh,
a wet
raccoon.
possum sounds like some code that you would use around your kids or something.
Well, I'll tell you what.
let's,
Man, I ain't
hey,
licked
honey.
I ain't licked a wet possum in about 6 weeks.
That's when you like that hairy stuff, bro.
So instead of
You
just being a
call it
pervert,
the
your kids just think
possum.
you're a fucking weirdo. I don't know
outstanding.
what's going on with my dad. He said something about eating a raccoon or something. I don't know.
Oh man.
You know, I just know my mom started giggling and then they went and took a nap. It was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
They were pillow fighting.
Yeah, they were pillow fighting.
Yeah, I went in there and Dad
He
said
was
he was showing her
practicing
the figure
CPR.
4. I don't know.
No, it was the forefinger.
Yeah. He was trying to tombstone her, but they were laying down. I didn't get it. It was weird.
Well, I'll
She
tell you what.
reversed it.
Yeah,
I'm
she
not-
reversed it.
I'm not gonna hate on this beer. I enjoy it. I think
This
it's a
is
pretty good.
inverted.
He's like, we're getting out of this fucking this segue.
Yeah, you're killing me right now, guys. Fucking laying it on
Let's
thick
do it.
over here. Laying it on me. Aye. But no, I'm not gonna hate on it, man. This is a good beer. I think it's not everybody's favorite. Apparently, I think it's all right. I'm not gonna say it's great.
This should
I'm gonna
tell
say
you
it's
it
good.
wasn't- This right here should tell you that it's not
Wow. See,
2020.
I didn't even pay attention to all this shit.
good. And it's bright.
Double dry
Just-
holiday.
And look
Yeah.
at- you see that I said
2020.
Portland, and it like has big letters Portland right on it. Like,
Yeah,
tastes
right now.
like Portland.
Yeah.
Tastes like Portland.
That ain't it.
Fair enough. That
We
ain't
can-
it. I feel
we
it.
can find another
I
one from them and
apologize.
try
That's a
that.
strike on my name. I apologize for that. I'll
Hey,
bring a better beer
actually,
next week.
I'm not even going to count this one as a no or as a mark against you because it's not that it's disgusting and super hoppy like everything else has been. Although other ones I didn't like.
It's very light, man. It's
It's
interesting.
very light, and if it was like super cold, and we were like outside, like a tailgate or something, I'd be
Yeah.
pounding them bitches by the fucking double
Absolutely.
fist.
I was surprised at the low ABV on it, man. 5.6 is pretty low for an IPA.
Well,
That's what I was thinking. Maybe it's more of a session IPA. Those are the easy drinking.
Which
IPA light.
That would make sense because Saisons are more fucking spice and that extra stuff where they're not citrusy.
Yeah.
Which this doesn't have any citrus to it. Like you said, it's light up front, but it's just something that comes after it that's just
Yeah, a little back end on you.
like
Oh, comes out the bottom.
Is there a pine cone in this thing? Like,
All right, take us home, Daniel.
All right, y'all. I'll see you next week. Y'all have
wow,
a great time.
That was
Take-
an awesome
Hashtag-
dismount,
Look at
bro.
all that effort.
take us
All that effort.
All
Damn,
that
you could've
effort,
just did
baby.
the outro yourself, bro.
Look, there it is.
Welcome back. Week 11 of the AXE podcast.
That's right.
You see me in the hot seat. You know what time it is. It's the football segment of the show.
Yeah.
We are winding this fucking season down. It flew by, unfortunately. So, last week, we had the divisional round of the playoffs. We all made our bets, our picks. There was no bets, they were just picks. And intern Mark, Joe, and D tied it 2-2. They split.
All right.
It's because I know what I'm talking about.
Richard and Daniel
I went 50-50.
both
'cause I'm good
3-1.
at this.
Woo!
I went Horseman 4-0.
Snap. Good for you, man.
Nice.
It was,
Nice.
Wow, you announced mine first like I won.
I know. You felt good about yourself.
I felt good with myself, and I'm like, oh, what are they talking about?
Champ
Oh,
is
fuck,
here.
I lost? Damn.
Champ is
Well,
here.
one of
I
the starting
blame-
going reverse.
I blame Mark because I just I went with whatever picks he didn't pick.
You got to build up to it, man. You got to build up.
Yeah, right. Damn.
I think y'all had
I
the
forgot
same.
that
You
I
can't
was
start
winning
at the
for a
top
second.
and then drop down. Nobody wants
I
to do
guess.
that, so you got to build it up
I guess.
before you let everybody down.
Story of my life, bro. Story of my life.
No real shocks last week, except for no real shocks.
Oh yeah, none, not one at all.
Nope.
Not one shocking.
One single shocking
get me
thing
started.
happened.
Not one thing.
Not one
this.
thing.
Not one thing.
Nothing happened.
No. Okay.
What?
No real shocks.
Just a regular old week of football.
Basically.
Yeah.
I mean, there was that brief moment where I thought the NFL was trying to screw the Chiefs out of winning.
Yeah.
But you watch it frame by frame, and okay, yeah, the ref, his elbow was down, the ball was behind the line. Okay, fuck off.
Yeah.
And under 2
I
minutes,
seen
you
it.
can't review.
I seen it when it was live, man. As soon as he got hit and went down, I was like, okay, he's definitely short of that line. That's for sure.
Stupid
But
rule.
Then they fucking threw the ball on 4th down with Chad Henne, the
Yep.
guy that
That was a ballsy move.
he impressed me very much last week.
That was Andy Reid. That's
Yes. Shout out
Right.
to Chad
Give
Henne.
Anything is possible.
anything is possible. That's a great hashtag. Own it.
Somebody's already done it, and it was for Hennessy, not Chad Henne.
Yeah,
But
well,
you know,
it's
we'll
spelled
let, him,
different.
we'll let him rock with it.
We spell it different.
If it works.
If it works, it works.
So going into this week, it is the titles, man. AFC, NFC title games.
So who's losing to Kansas City this week?
Well, it is Buffalo going
There we
in
are.
to Kansas City.
Wow.
Trying to get
Yeah.
the Lamar
yes.
Hunt trophy
But
out of Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it's at right now.
they're saying that, Patrick Mahomes is good to go.
He is good to go.
He only had a concussion 4 days ago.
He didn't have a concussion.
Did you see him get up?
Have you seen somebody get choked out before?
So then what you're saying is he has a neck injury.
No, I think he got fucking slammed down by his neck and landed on the ball, and it knocked the air out of him while he had his head pulled back, and then he just.
Yeah, I saw that replay, and I had
You
to
see
keep
how fast
watching it
people
to
can get
see
choked out.
where
You can see how fast people can go.
where he got a
unconscious due to-
concussion at. But
I don't see how, but
I don't. See
but
it
I can
either.
see that
But
it's
Yeah,
tweaking
I don't-
his neck like that
maybe
and pulling a Peyton
perhaps.
Manning. But him getting up and he was wobbly as fuck.
Had Chad Henne not played well, I have a feeling that Patrick Mahomes would have done his best Paul Pierce impression and came out of the tunnel in the middle of the 4th quarter and came back. and
Oh,
won
like
game.
that shitty ass
But
fucking Lamar Jackson.
Luckily
game.
for us, Coach Reed is the smartest man on the fucking planet now that Stephen Hawking's dead. And he picked up Chad Henne, who was out there doing some work.
Putting in
bro.
work.
Putting in work. Chad Henne was like,
Putting
"Oh, where
in
my
work.
time card at? Let me go ahead and punch in there, boss."
Another thing I know about that game is Clyde Edwards-Helaire is questionable. They say he might play, which is a lot better than what they said last week. Where at this point they
You know what's not questionable?
What's that?
The outcome of this game.
That's
The
right.
Chiefs gonna win.
I feel it.
I know
Chiefs
both of you
gonna
guys
win.
got the Chiefs.
38-17.
That's a fact.
I got the Chiefs too. I'm
There
sorry.
we go.
38-17, Kansas City.
That's
I'm going with Buffalo.
right.
I have shit on them all season long.
So you're gonna be.
But this is coming
You
from the guy
and
that was
fucking
4-0
Jim-
last
in
You and
week,
Jim
so-
Kelly are the only two people going for Buffalo this week.
I don't even think Jim Kelly's voting for Buffalo. I think Jim Kelly's.
I
had
don't think
enough
Jim
of
Kelly
Buffalo.
knows where he is anymore. I really don't. Have you
just
seen
'cause
Jim
he had,
Kelly
like-
lately? He ain't looking too
Hey,
good.
you
Oh,
actually,
he had cancer.
you notice
That's what
Rob.
Jim
That's
Kelly
not
said.
good.
Got over it.
So
Half of
my
his
assessment of
fucking
Jim
problem.
Kelly's not looking too good
I
is
think he's
is
made
right.
that
He had
recovery.
cancer.
If you guys noticed, Rob isn't here. That's because he picked the other team other than the Chiefs last week.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
You-
a new guy.
Go
He can't
back
do
and
that, man.
review
He
it.
should have sided with.
Go back and review it. As soon as he picked Cleveland to win that game, I said this is the last time you'll see him on this podcast because he's a fucking hater.
Facts.
And guess what? I got stroke, bro. Like Jeff Jarrett. I got stroke around here. I
Rough.
say you're gone, you're fucking gone, bro. To use a term that Richard is familiar with, you are deleted.
Delete.
Delete, delete, delete.
Delete.
Anyways.
And we
Who
still
else
have an
is-
empty seat.
Yeah, we have an empty seat because nobody showed up
Yeah.
to record with us.
Mark number 2 didn't show.
Yeah,
The Deuce.
yeah,
Mark Jr.
Mark Deuce didn't show up.
Mark Jr., Mark Deuce over here didn't show up.
Little
So
baby
we
Marky.
delete that bitch too.
AKA Project Paul. You might have seen
Trash.
that.
Oh,
Project
dude,
Paul.
name dropping.
Oh,
Oof.
Rough
Slander.
A rough
Slanderous. But so there you go.
Okay. So what happens if you don't show
3
up to work,
against
bro?
1 right now.
Okay. Who
So
else is playing this?
I gotta
week?
go. What? You know what? There's only 2 teams playing.
So this will probably be the last time you see Shane on the podcast. So
There's another 2 teams playing.
say-
isn't it?
So
say
2
goodbye
weeks
to
from now, I'll
O-Dog.
have my own channel. So stay tuned.
Say goodbye to O-Dog, everybody.
I'll do commentary from over there as a guest spot.
Yeah, he's gonna have to sit in the
Mark the
guest
third.
chair from now on.
He's just gonna stand in the back and yell shit.
He's gonna have to,
Fuck
he's gonna have to turn his hat around the correct way, like a respectable gentleman.
And not get shocked by the camera.
Shave his
Right,
damn
yeah.
face.
So,
Right.
No,
Yeah, you gotta shave your face and turn your hat around
nope.
and be somebody else. You gotta be Mark III.
And then I'll bring the wine of the week.
Yeah, the wine of the
The
week.
wine of the week. I'm with it.
Lukewarm.
Instead of talking about football, let's talk about our favorite books.
No. Fucking no.
Oh, books
I draw
you
the
rate,
line.
Our independent film review of the week.
I can get down on that.
Yeah. Instead
not
of
drinking
backyard
wine, though.
wrestling, we're gonna do
Right.
fucking cooking shows.
Independent film of the week.
This is a recipe that I learned in the foothills
We should do
of
that for the
Montana.
Super Bowl, though. The
I
week
thought
before
about
the
that.
Super Bowl, since we have an off week, stuff that people should make for the Super Bowl.
Like
Oh, yeah.
chili.
We should do. Yep.
Yeah.
You know, the
bro.
go-tos.
Yeah, I'm for y'all.
The go-tos. We'll do like the top 10 go-tos or
Top
something
10
like that. Everybody have
go-tos,
their
yeah.
own top 10 go-tos.
Maybe we should pick one each.
Maybe,
No, that's
yeah.
what I was saying. We just
And then have a potluck, and we can sit here and eat on the podcast in front of everybody else as somebody sits there hungry.
this is
and
really
watches us.
good.
Like, oh, I fucking hate these guys.
Oh man, that's a great idea.
Oh man, all that stuff looks so good, and we can
Hell
like,
yeah.
we'll do it all super.
ASMR with all of our sounds on the microphone, and it's going to be delicious.
Yeah, you like that shit? Woo!
some of the ladies just rewound that. Just
Yeah, it's in my
simple.
OnlyFans, bro.
Again, another like.
Right.
So far, we're 2 for 2 on like the episodes taking a swerve.
All right.
Exactly.
Going that
bro.
way.
Exactly, bro.
So anyways, the NFC Championship game, Tampa Bay at Green Bay, the battle of 2 future Hall of Famers. And I didn't say that earlier because I don't know about Josh Allen being a fucking Hall of Famer. Mahomes keeps playing the way he is. Yes,
I'm pretty sure Patrick Mahomes is already in the Hall of Fame. He
possibly.
ain't
I mean,
even
he's got
retired
enough money to buy. He probably has enough money to buy the Hall of Fame.
yet. Probably.
Yeah.
40
he's-
million,
probably.
42 million a year, 43.
Not yet.
Yeah,
This
something
year
like that.
I think
Well,
this year he made
yeah.
900,000 base salary this year, but next year he's slated to make
This guy
like I
knows.
think like
43?
30 something or 40 something, like high 30s or
Yeah,
low 40s.
he
I can't
hasn't
remember
even
what the first year is.
gotten to the big money yet, bro. Like,
But the way that they started out, I don't know. They did some pretty intense stuff with the way they structured that contract.
it's like hiring an employee. Like you hire somebody at like minimum wage, and they come in and they just fucking completely just show ass on your entire workforce, and they're like your best worker. And you're looking at this guy like Steve over there has been here for 27 years, and you're like, God damn it, Steve, why can't you be like Patrick over here?
I was
like, you know-
27 years ago.
Right? And like, you know what, Patrick, we're gonna give you a raise in 3 years. And he's like, oh, that's cool. I'm just finishing up my 90 days. I haven't even got my medical benefits yet.
Shit.
Yeah, that's fucking motivation, you guys.
Vacation.
All right.
Exactly.
That's the
Exactly.
real thing in life now. Is when do I get 2 weeks off a year?
Right.
What
Which
does it
2
matter
weeks
after the
is it?
last year because you can't go anywhere?
True. I
See,
mean, a
most
lot
You
of
people are
can go
already
to the couch and not work, bro. That's what I'm talking
No.
about.
You're going to the couch
Or the-
every day
What
You
about
know
the
what I'm
people
saying?
that spent their have already spent their vacation hours?
because you're
Like they-
sick
Yeah,
leave.
they used up their sick leave and their vacation hours during the pandemic, where you can't go anywhere.
I did that shit.
I did
You're
that.
a dumbass.
I did that. It's called
I did that.
unemployment.
I didn't do unemployment. I just
You
took,
use
like, a week
actual
off and was like-
vacation hours
I took a
during
week
the
off and was
pandemic
like,
where
fuck
you
it.
can't go anywhere.
Yeah, bro.
The whole point of vacation is to like go on vacation.
But technically, you can't. You can still get
I
Airbnb.
definitely didn't go on
Yeah.
vacation or nothing.
Like you
Didn't
can
do
still
nothing.
take off and go somewhere.
Yeah, you can still go
Nothing.
places.
It's-
Nah.
I went to the ocean just a little while ago, bro.
Yeah,
I've never
but
left my
got a
house other
hotel
than
for the
working
weekend?
here.
If
ever.
I can,
No,
if I
won't.
can go somewhere like, oh well, I can just drive an hour any day that I choose. That I have a free hour. That's not a vacation to me.
No, I went out there. We stayed at a hotel. We played mini golf and all kinds of shit.
Oh, that's
Like there
cool.
was a lot of cool things to
So
do
it's
that
like
were just
being in a
personable.
resort, just miniature.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Miniature golf. We went to an arcade. Fucking, we did a couple cool things. There's stuff to do. You just have to find them, you know. And
That's why you just save up, you get a big ass fucking house, and you just put all that shit in your house.
that is the plan.
Mini golf and arcade and all that shit in your house.
Maybe one day I'll make a DIY video of how to build an arcade.
Maybe one
If
day.
we get enough goddamn subscribers.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe this podcast blows up and we each get that Patrick Mahomes type money.
And before we get into this last game, whoever you are out there that keeps putting subscribe and then taking yourself off, just leave it the fuck there. Just stay fucking subscribed.
Somebody.
You don't have to unsubscribe after you,
You know,
watch it. Just
playing
stay
with my
fucking
man's emotions
subscribed.
Speaking of that, I've seen this. I'm not going to put the person's name out there because I don't want to embarrass anybody. But there's one particular person that has been popping up because we're all admins in the Facebook group. There's one particular lady that keeps popping up over and 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 over again, asking to be approved. And I keep approving you to be in the podcast group. And the next day, I get a notification, and guess who it is wanting to be approved for the podcast group? I'm starting to think that you're a Russian robot.
Yeah, you got to
with a
look at
Mexican
how many
picture.
groups are they in.
Yeah.
If they're over 20-some groups, it's a fucking bot.
This one was over a 20-something group.
Yeah,
delete
you're
it.
a bot. Delete,
Get outta
delete,
here.
delete.
Delete it.
But no,
Yeah.
just leave it unsubscribed. Don't unsubscribe and then resubscribe because you're not
Yeah.
helping us out at all. Just leave it there. Just stop what you're doing, except for watching it. Just
And that should make all you real people feel bad
Right.
out there. The people that are watching this that haven't subscribed or haven't liked or haven't joined the podcast group or anything like that. We're already popping enough to where we have robots.
Yeah, technically
Trying
somebody
to
has,
infiltrate our shit.
one person has subscribed to us at least 11 times.
Exactly.
So they're really
Exactly.
putting in some work over others.
Shout out to Joe Bang out there going out of his way to support the podcast.
Hell yeah, Joe Bang, you the man.
it doesn't like keep registering as like different subscribers. You're just one person trying to subscribe. It's not like
Exactly.
me going to work and then just turning on the whole playlist in the background to get views. That works. But
And actually, yeah, you let Joe Bang know his shirt is coming, man. We're going to be putting that in the works this week. I'm going to make it personally and with his design that he personally requested for him since he is our number one fan currently. So I appreciate all his comments and everything he has been out there with his support.
And another shout out to Kingston, our second number one fan, because he's been there from the jump. I see you, bro. Love you.
Aw. That's
Shout.
super nice.
All right, man.
So, Green Bay, Tampa Bay.
Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Green Bay.
How about that?
Alex is going to hate me, but it's Green Bay, bro.
I've been saying it. The NFL's rigged, and Tom Brady's taking Goodell like this.
Oh man,
But
rough life.
I got to give it to Aaron. I'm going Green
You done
Bay,
fucked up now, Aaron.
Green Bay, and Buffalo. Super Bowl.
There it is. Don't you let us down, Green Bay.
Boy, Green Bay and Kansas City running it back again for the Super Bowl,
Number one.
bro.
Because I'm just
Might be.
hoping that Green Bay
Wow.
loses. That way next week
Wow.
I can say you done fucked up, Aaron.
Oh, you can say that in a few weeks.
He said in a few weeks when Patrick Mahomes spanks that ass in the Super Bowl.
But before I cut this episode, to a close on Week 11, this is not football related, but today, Friday, January the 22nd, you'll see this hat right here, Atlanta Braves. You might not be a baseball fan, but you got to give it up. Hank Aaron, icon, 86 years old, passed away today. So,
Yep.
raise a beer, Hammer and Hank, the home run
Yeah.
king, man. And with that, I bid you adieu.
Peace. What the fuck is up?
Woo!
Week 11.
My favorite segment.
My favorite segment. Probably somebody out there's favorite segment too. It's time for the powwow of the week, baby. Woo! Yeah, motherfucker. We're taking this one back. We're doing a throwback. It's not even fucking Thursday. Thank you. Thank you very much. Always with the assistance.
So it'd be
It's
a
not
flash.
even Thursday.
So it'd be a flashback.
Yeah, Flashback
Flashback Friday.
Because this week, the powwow doesn't come to us in a jar with like a fancy name and percentages and all that shit. I got this shit from a dude. I don't even know his name. I had to call him on the phone beforehand. It came in a bag.
He called him.
Yeah, I called him on
Old
the
school
phone.
style. Did you
And
page him?
I got weed. No, I didn't
I don't know, pager.
Let me help you out here, brother. I think the correct name in circles would be street pharmacist.
Yes, he'd be a street
Yeah.
pharmacist.
Well, I just called the dude. I called the dude, and he gave me weed in a plastic bag.
Wait,
And
that
I
would-
don't even know if what he told me it was, if it actually is.
It would
but
be
it's-
allegedly a street pharmacist because we don't want to put anybody.
Yeah, I don't want to slander anybody and accuse them of having any PhDs that they have not legally obtained. So
Or put ourselves into.
the term pharmacist, I feel very strongly about that word. I'm not just going to throw that word around all willy nilly. He was a drug dealer, and he had weed that came in plastic bags, just the way I like it, just the way Mom used to make. And that's
And he
not
gave
slander,
it
'cause
to
my
you.
mom doesn't have weed.
He gave it to you free of charge because you didn't want to.
You know what? Yeah, we're gonna stick with that story. He sponsored this episode and this powwow of the week.
Thank you, dude.
Yes, dude.
Shout
with
out.
the plastic bags.
Shout out to dude.
Yeah, dude. That's what his namesake does on my phone. Dude. So, dude.
Number
yeah,
3 fan.
Yeah, our number 3,
fan.
number 1 fan. Yeah. We need to get all these people like keychains
Check out
or
those
something.
numbers, you know?
Yeah, number 1, number 2, and number 3, number 1 fans. I like that. I like that very much.
It's a trifecta.
So this week's strain is the blueberry cookies.
Woo!
And if what my our number 3, number 1 fan said is true, this is blueberry kush and fucking Dutch cookies.
Mm.
So this is gonna be
Sounds good.
interesting. And since we're doing throwbacks, I know somebody out there has noticed. You're probably looking down like right here. And you see these 2 things right here and this
Check
thing
it
in the
You didn't go
middle
like this.
that I positioned not so conspicuously to look like a dick and balls because I'm immature like that at 34 years old. Yeah, we're gonna take it back, and since we're smoking blunts, for all my old heads out there, if you remember back in the day before we all smoked blunts like responsible adults and tried to be conspicuous about it or inconspicuous about it.
Daniel, will you pass us the ashtray over there?
Yeah.
To your left. Right
To
back
the
there.
left, to the left.
So
Definitely need that, my brother. Huh.
Let me.
oh yeah, before we get into that, the blueberry cookies, I've been smoking on this shit all week, and it's some fire, bro. Like it's not too sticky. It breaks up real fucking nice. It won't stink up the whole house. It'll probably stink up the immediate area around you. So if somebody is not social distancing and you're like, damn, it smells like weed in here. Well, then you need to back up to 6 feet because
You got
that's about as
problems.
far as my weed smell goes. 'Cause
The
it's
weed is
very-
loud.
It's loud, but it's like
It's social distance.
it respects your apartment, but at the same time, it wants to have fun. You know what I'm saying?
It's
like-
6 feet away.
Yeah, exactly. It's like how mad will your neighbors get if I get too loud? Like, is it, oh yeah, 3-pointer loud. Yeah, he's like that. It's like, you know, team just hit a fucking clutch 3. Time for the fucking rally. It's like, let's fucking go. That's how loud it is. It's not super loud,
I can't.
but it's some
wait to
fucking
try it.
fire. Woo. You don't have to wait very much longer, sir.
Oh, it's here.
Yep. We're gonna double up with that. Put 2 in rotation. Oh shit! I just shout out to KC Free, my boy Ike Dunbar, hooking it up with the swag. Also sponsoring this week's powwow with the awesome "Fuck Yeah" T-shirt. This one says "Beep Yeah," but it's supposed to say "Fuck Yeah." I got another one on deck. Just watch it. But yeah, since we're taking it back old school, I figured I would show you guys some old school shit that we used to do back in the day before it was all about blunts and everything else. How many of y'all ever had to smoke out of an apple before? Yeah. Somebody over there is like, hey, the fuck? Never smoked out of an apple before. You motherfucker.
You know you did.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
Somebody
who
out
you
there's
know
like,
who we're
"Bro, I
talking
ain't done that in
to.
like 20 years. Yeah, we're about to do this shit again.
You know who we're talking about.
You know who you are.
We see you out there.
I see you. I'm looking.
He's like, I'm looking.
So, really, all you need is some weed, first of all, and we got that.
You give him a stare in that one right there.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Do your
That one
stare.
too. I've told it. See, I'm so focused on that one, I forget about this one. But yeah. What you need to get you some marijuana. We got that right there. And you need to get you an apple. We got that right here. Then you need to get you something to poke holes in that apple. I'm using a screwdriver because I wasn't able to find a suitable ink pen, which is normally what you would use. Any kind of ink pen really will do. And it really all depends on how big you want your bowl piece to be. So, you take your apple, and I have already destemmed the apple, as you can see. There's nothing sticking out of that hole. So, you're going to go directly through the top. You're not going to drop your fucking tool like I did and look like a tool on the podcast.
Oof.
Shut the fuck up.
Good segue.
Yeah, super segue. All right, so you're going to take your tool, and you're going to go right through the top of that apple, and you're going to usually determine about how far down you want your bowl to go. You don't want to go too far, because you don't want to poke through the bottom of it, because then you just get a bunch of shit in the bottom of your hand, and it's going to be a waste of an apple. So I would say about maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches, roughly, depending on how big your apple is. So you're going to take it, you're going to go directly through the middle of the fucking core of the apple. You're going to go in about so. And it'll take you there on its own once it gets past that little point of resistance. You go through, bore that out, make sure you get it nice and opened up. You want to gape that fucking hole real good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you nasty motherfuckers. So then you want to find a nice little suitable mouth spot for your mouthpiece there. And you don't want to put it way the fuck up here and burn your fucking nose off.
I'll take a blunt break.
Woo. Pause for the cause, bro. So find out where you're going to put your mouthpiece at. This apple is pretty much set up for it. About right there. About 3/4 of the way down the side. So then you're going to take your tool. You're going to line up your hole. And you're going to go up towards the fucking hole that's already in the fucking center of the apple. You don't want to go too fucking far. You notice I'm twisting it to make sure that I don't just shove it all the fucking way through like a dumbass and stab myself in the fucking hand. So, I wasn't planning on this one having a carb, but as you can see, now we got a carb.
It's upgraded.
It's upgraded, bro. Like, this is high level shit. Sorry about that. I'm throwing apples all over you and shit.
It's all good, man. Apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Exactly.
Keeps the COVID away.
An apple a day will save you on swishers too if you do it right. So, I'd say we got it. It looks like it's about spot on. That looks about it. You can usually line it up by eyeball. I mean, that's pretty much all you're going to have to work with. But, hole through the center. Hole through the side, going up towards that same fucking hole that you just dug in. And we should be ready to rock. Yep. Woo. That motherfucker's hitting, bro. So, we're going to take our weed. We're going to pack just a little bit in there. Just enough to fill our bowl.
Shit, I thought you were just going to put the roaches in there.
No, man. We're going to pack a fresh bowl of that blueberry cookies.
Are you kidding me, sir? I smoked those this week when I rolled them into other blunts.
Yeah, there you go.
Because D told me, he said, I don't want this shit laying around.
I don't want the roaches laying around, bro. Smoke them roaches.
I thought you were going to do a generation.
That's a good idea.
No. We're actually.
I know somebody that used to do that.
We've actually been saving a nug from every powwow for the last 4 weeks. And the plan is to save up, I don't know, a bunch of them. Enough to roll like a super blunt. It'll probably be like a backwood. It'll be a fat motherfucker. We're gonna save up a whole bunch of powwows, and we're gonna have a collective generational powwow. And I don't know, we'll probably do it for like, I don't know, episode 25 or some shit.
Can I tell you about a story?
Good.
About a weed
Here's a
smoking
story.
All right, so there was this time, and I know people have seen in our videos, Juggalo Joe, we
Rest in peace.
and O-Dog over here,
R.I.P.
and some
Juggalo
other participants specifically rolled a blunt on 420, and this blunt had 2.5 ounces in it, and was rolled like this. It looked like a big ass turd, bro. It was huge.
Man, if you don't hit that fucking blunt, start being a little girl, bro.
Nope.
I think it was 8 papers.
Yeah, it was 6 actually. It was 6 wraps with honey sealed all together, rolled up wraps, like literally flavored wraps, fucking rolled up and then smoked for 2.5 hours straight. 7 people smoked on it. 3 people were still awake when it was done. 4 people passed out smoking this blunt.
It was we started at 4:20 in the morning,
I have
and we were watching the fucking ring.
I have another cool story that actually pertains to you guys. And it was the first time that I met all you guys out in fucking, what was it, Tanglewood. Way back. I want to say it was right after that first wrestling show that I went to. And we were, I don't know whose house we were at, whose apartment we were at. I remember a big ass L-shaped couch, a giant L-shaped couch, and there was probably 30 of us in this room. And C Money showed up with a first aid kit, and we all know about the first aid kit, and ended up rolling a fucking Cuban cigar. It was a legit Cuban cigar. Apparently, this thing was worth like $200 and something. And he gutted it and filled it with an ounce of weed and passed it around, and we ended up smoking out the whole room, turned it out fucking halfway, and I remember passing the fuck out on the couch. And that was the first time I ever met everybody all from Lacey and Olympia.
Always fun times, man.
Right? That shit was fucking nuts. But anyways,
We used
Back
to
to
smoke
the
tough. I tell you what, I used to be rolling around with my buddy Joshua, and we'd be sitting around, and we'd like listen to fucking Cottonmouth Kings talk about smoking an ounce a week. Bro, we were smoking an ounce a fucking day back then.
Yep,
Like,
real
I
shit.
don't even fucking want to phase this. Like, it was
Real
blunt
shit.
after blunt after blunt after blunt.
now we got jobs and shit. We gotta do adult things. It sucks.
Shit, on my 18th birthday, all I did was fucking roll up an ounce. Every hour, smoked a blunt with everybody that I met. That's how that shit went down. You were there. You were there. Got to smoke some of those blunts.
So just making sure this thing hits clearly and concisely. Because, you know, I would hate for it not to work now that I'm all under pressure and done this shit. So you guys ready to see if this will work?
I'm down.
All right. So now that we have our unplanned carb, we got it loaded. Let's see.
Gonna be magic. Oh shit. Saw it here, folks.
Nice.
And that, kids, no, not kids, that, everybody, is how you make a pipe out of a fucking apple. You're welcome. Your daily lesson from the chief.
Stay
So
tuned
we're
for
gonna go
more
ahead-
DIY videos.
Yes, stay tuned because we have some more shit. Because I've been informed that not everybody knows how to smoke the way that we used to smoke back in the day. Shit was hard, bro. Y'all don't know about knife hits?
Had to be creative.
Bro, make me go buy a fucking hot plate or a single burner and set it up on this table and show y'all how to do knife hits next
I
week.
got a portable.
Make me show y'all how to do knife hits next week. That might be the next couple weeks that we do on here.
We'll see.
Powwows.
We got
Just
some plans.
DIYs of showing you guys how
Let's
to
try
fucking
this
get
apple, bro.
high.
I mean, you can
I'm
show
ready.
the
Go ahead.
you can show the noobs with
Go
the
ahead and hit that.
torch.
Yeah. If you see me somewhere and you want me to smoke with you, and I'm like, all right, let's smoke, let's blaze, and you pull out a fucking blowtorch, I might slap you.
I'm out.
I might slap
Not
you.
doing that.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Nobody else wants to say it. That's crackhead shit, bro.
Yep.
You do not need a blowtorch to smoke weed.
I'm sorry.
You don't even need fire to smoke weed. And I'm going to show you guys this.
I'm
with
an
my
oil
hands.
smoker, so I have to say I like using my torch on my rigs. Thank you very much. But
For your own personal use, I can understand it. For smoking with other people, no.
Nope.
No.
Not for me.
No. Let's roll up some weed and just get it over with. It takes way too long.
Knifers were super fun.
Knife were super fun.
You just stack
We're
people up
super
in the
fun.
kitchen.
Because there was always that risk of getting. I know I got my ass kicked a couple times for destroying my grandma's good fucking knives in the kitchen, and then people wondering why is there a half cut open fucking 2-liter bottle in the freezer.
Why is this fucking
That's
falling on
another
me?
hack. We'll show you guys that later. But yeah, man, it's fucking weed is super industrious. That's why it's the best thing in the world. You don't even need fire. You don't need any supplies whatsoever. I've seen motherfuckers smoke weed in their hand, and that sounds like some bullshit because
Oh,
it sounded like
I've seen
bullshit
it
when
too.
when it was told to me, and he saw it firsthand too.
A couple of times.
Yep, you smoke weed out of your own hand
Okay.
without nothing, bro.
Dude,
Without
when I was in Vegas, my buddy had to show somebody how to smoke out of a fucking beer can because they didn't have a fucking pipe.
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to.
And I was like,
you
what?
don't want to smoke out of soda cans or any kind of aluminum
for your
cans
brain.
though. It's bad
And
for
those
you.
are the
If
real
you're doing
life
it like a
Some shit.
one-time thing, it's not like you
Smoke
want
out
to
of
do
an
it.
apple,
But
bro. It's all about being healthy. And then check this out: if somebody rolls up on you, like the cops or whatever the fuck, you can just eat the motherfucker, bro. Evidence destroyed. What are you doing over here? I'm eating this apple. I'm trying to be healthy, you fucking dickhead. What are you doing? Really? You gonna harass me because I'm a black guy out here eating an apple? What the fuck has this country come to? Really? Did you just call me the N-word, bro? Nah, that's it. That's it. Nope. Nope.
over.
Mm-mm. It's over. I need to speak to your manager, bro. I'm out here eating this apple. You accusing me of doing things. I don't know why it smells like weed around me, bro. I don't know. It's Washington. That shit's illegal. Everybody's out here smoking weed. It's not me. I don't know why my eyes look like this. Woo. But that's all we got for you this week. Follow me for more DIY tips. Like, share, subscribe, and follow us. And join the fucking podcast group.
like one time.
But until next week, woo, fuck you guys.
what up, y'all? And as you know, if you see me sitting here, it is the wrestling part of the Amateur Extreme Entertainment podcast. This week, we are just going to talk about the review of everything, just go over the week, the AEW show, all that stuff, and a little bit of stuff happened on Impact that I think we're going to cover. So, as far as that goes, we'll start off with the Impact thing. There was a little bit of a crossover that happened, and you guys know this. Private Party showing up on Impact, and they got a #1 contender shot. What do you guys think about that?
I don't understand how they got a #1 contenders shot when they were wrestling against two guys that weren't even a tag team.
No, I completely agree.
James Storm and Chris Sabin. Like they just threw them together.
I think
I think the simpler question is, how do you get a tag? How do you get a #1 contender shot for titles for a company that you don't even work for?
You'll be selling tickets.
All right.
There's no tickets. It's COVID.
Yeah, there's no
No
tickets.
online.
There's no
there's-
fans there.
There's no
so
online tickets. This is on
That's
TV
true.
if you pay for the cable to get the channel that they're on.
All right.
Whatever channel that is.
For
Whatever
Impact.
channel there is. Yeah, whatever channel Impact is on. If
How good is
if you
your
pay enough money to get that channel on
How
TV,
good is your agent?
So as far as the booking goes, I don't agree with the booking. Yeah, they are both two tag team experts that they put as the tag team. Yes, they both are.
James Storm hasn't been in a tag team in a decade.
That's very true.
Whatever
Very
happened to
true.
Chris Harris?
Yeah, whatever happened to Wildcat Chris Harris?
whatever
Wildcat
happened to him?
was
But I
awesome.
mean, Beer
Yeah.
Money. Beer Money was pretty successful.
Yeah, but Bobby Roode is obviously Bobby Roode. So, yeah.
Facts.
But like I said in the group chat earlier this week, anything that involves getting James Storm in the ring, especially in a tag team match, I am all for. I'm a huge fucking fan of James Storm, so I was totally cool with that.
Guy's solid worker.
And I
Great gimmick.
completely agree. I think that for the booking itself, it didn't make a lot of sense, but on the top level of things, the match turned out really well. It looked good. It was clean. One of the things that I like, the reason they did this specifically is I think that it elevates Private Party a little bit to kind of like showcase them on a different platform for AEW. Does it do a lot for Impact? Not really, but it did do a lot for Private Party, and that I'm for. I like that it's elevating talent.
That's what I was talking about earlier this week. What if that's the mindset going into it? Then why not just buy fucking Impact and just have it be another AEW show?
I think that's an eventuality,
Because,
honestly.
So you have, because Private Party has been looked at as a top tier tag team in AEW since they've shown up.
There has been some more things that there's been some
mean,
more.
that's why the
they've
Bucks
been up
put
there.
'em over.
They've been in the mix
The Bucks put him over
for
right
the
off
most
the
part
bat.
as a tag team. So why not just showcase them on AEW? Why
The
send
only
them to
reason I
Impact?
think that's not going to happen is because they're not for sale. Like, literally, that's the only reason. Anthem doesn't want to sell them. Anthem wouldn't be like, a price tag for them. They like having them because it's a network. The network that they perform on is owned by Anthem.
Anthems.
So you have to look at the dynamic to that. And so as long as they're not up for sale, no one can buy them.
And
So
they
what's
know
the
that
best way to
catalog-
get at their stuff? Exactly. They have a
the
catalog.
is where all the money is
And see,
at.
this is the stuff that's come in over the last week, is about talking about what he wants to do, is what Tony Khan is supposedly doing, from experts are saying. I'm not an expert. Experts.
in the wrestling business,
Experts.
the wrestling
Some
business.
guy who just
Is-
on Twitter all fucking day.
Right.
Mark.
Whatever. So
Martin Joe.
experts are saying
Yeah, Mark.
that what's happening is they're trying to put a slow move on everything that he wants to do. Like, he's trying to feel out the company to find who he wants to take from it, and then eventually work out the buy. Like,
I think they've already
How-
established who they want to take. I mean, it's
Is
the
it
brothers.
is Impact's roster really that fucking deep and that talented to where you need to do a slow burn on
Honestly,
trying to figure out who you need?
the thing is there.
Impact is like the fucking the Ohio of fucking professional wrestling. Like, there's how much slower can you be than a corpse?
But look-
Ring of Honor has a better
Damn.
roster than they do, and they don't even have a TV show. That tells you something. But
Exactly.
I like that
Impact
you,
is in Canada, so that also tells you
I like
something.
that you're bringing up another company in this situation, because one of the things that actually I wanted to bring up this week, and I haven't even told you guys about this, is the small roster on NWA. They actually only have 12 people signed, and it's a very crazy thing because they do not have a huge
And making that work
latitude
out.
of talent. So
It's like a video game. Like, you only have 12 characters to work with each week.
right, and
Like a
that's
Super Nintendo video game.
Yeah,
That
one
would
of
be-
them doesn't even look like a wrestler, and the other one's a ninja. I don't know.
Yes.
It's,
Yeah,
like,
the ninja,
it's
you gotta play
literally an
as the
80s
ninja.
video game.
I'm
so
ninja all
to
day,
keep
every day.
NWA alive. I think there
Every
will
day.
be something coming up soon with some kind of that working relationship.
As long as it's
Uh,
Aldous against Rhodes again.
See,
'cause
that's
that
the thing
match
is I think
pretty
it's
fucking
I
dope.
think it's going to be him and Omega.
If AEW and Impact are working together, then Ring of Honor needs to get together with NWA and work with them. I think with the product that The product that Ring of Honor is putting forth with the roster that they have, it matches perfectly with the roster and the fucking product that the NWA is trying to put out.
I can agree to that to some aspect. What I tell you, I think it's going to be. There's going to be
already working with
there's-
AEW. because
there's
the
going to be
women's title
4
is in there.
companies that working together at once.
I
Okay.
don't give a fuck about women's wrestling.
It-
I'm sorry, I didn't say it into the microphone. I don't give a fuck about women's wrestling.
I'm
Nah,
sorry.
No.
Women's
not in
wrestling is
2021.
pretty good these days.
No.
and it
unless
is-
it's Charlotte Flair or fucking Rhea Ripley or fucking Bailey, I don't want to fucking see it as far as women's wrestling.
Oh,
Damn.
so horrible.
It's like 3 people.
So horrible, man.
Yeah, exactly.
See, and
Because
then,
those are the only
like-
3 women that look like they can whoop somebody's ass. Jade, I don't want to hear Jade Cargill's name because she hasn't wrestled. I don't see what the fuck she.
No,
can do.
no,
She's a
no. I ain't
cosplayer.
gonna bring up her name. I was actually thinking this week they actually had a really good match on fucking Dynamite.
Yeah, well,
The
Penelope Ford,
yeah, Penelope Ford, who
and the
is
little
a
tiny Russian girl.
tremendous talent, and the little tiny Russian girl with the big ass.
the little tiny Russian girl.
That's
She's
right.
literally she's 4'11".
She's stocky,
Can I,
bro.
Can I see some grown ass women fighting? I
What
don't
are you
wanna see little
talking
girls
about?
fighting.
When you come to a situation, okay, like I said, if you look at this chick, she may be tiny, but she's stocky, bro. Like she's stocky. She's like you to Cody.
She's like a female version of Taz.
Like back in the day, you know what I mean?
Jesus Christ.
Like exactly, she is like that kind of like
See, that,
She's
that,
a legit-
you should have led with that. You were like,
female
she's like a
version of
female
Taz.
version of Taz.
because
like,
she's
okay,
a legit wrestler.
all right,
bro.
well,
Like,
put on the fucking video. Let me
she's
see
a
this
legit
shit.
wrestler.
Yeah,
She's
exactly.
She's suplexing people.
Yeah.
She, okay, cool. Then,
And-
a
okay,
little,
I'll
a little
fuck with
tiny.
that. I'll fuck with that.
And-
But I don't
And you know
wanna see a
the
bunch of
cool
tiny
thing that I
girls
liked
doing
about it
flips
is she
and
was
trying to be
very
cute.
intense. She,
No, she
I don't
want to
see girls trying to be cute. I want to see bitches fighting.
Huh.
And I say that with the utmost respect before anybody decides to get upset at me about that. I want to see bitches fighting. I don't want to see girls trying to be cute and doing flips and hurting each other or looking like they're hurting each other. I want to see some bitches fighting. That's why before Brandy got pregnant, that was the one thing I was looking forward to seeing in AEW was Brandy versus Jade Cargill.
and now you have
Just
to
that
wait more
promo
than
is-
9 months for it.
As soon as she came out, bitch, I was like, oh, it's about to be on, bro.
But now she's gonna fight Cody.
No, she's gonna fight. She's not gonna fight Cody. She's gonna fight Red Velvet. But
That's gonna be a squash.
it's gonna be
Which is-
stupid.
It's gonna end up
That's
being
the
Cody,
stupidest
though.
fucking name for a wrestler, male, female, or otherwise.
And
Red
the worst thing
Velvet.
is she does this too.
Oh god,
It's like that's a type of cake.
Yeah, for real.
Oh god,
I had Red Velvet at my wedding. That
We-
bitch is already gone.
God.
As soon as I started to do that, I was like,
you see what I'm saying?
So to play in a little bit, I was talking about so the 4 companies that I believe are going to end up working together, and the reason this is coming up is because another thing is AEW trademarked it's Battle for the Belts, which used to be an AWA pay-per-view and featured at least 3 or 4 different wrestling organizations battling over belts, like actual belts. So
battle for
Uh,
the belts.
I think that it's
Oh, crazy!
right,
Dope.
and so
That's mind blowing.
right, okay.
Vince,
So
why couldn't you think of that?
next?
so anyhow, so literally, it's going to be Impact, AEW, NWJP, and fucking NWA.
I was gonna say AAA.
AAA? I don't think AAA is going to be in on it.
I like the
Well, I mean,
slip
you
up
have
on
Kenny
the
Omega,
fucking-
who's already their
what is
Triple
that?
Crown champion.
I just-
you have talent
Yeah.
that is from AAA.
Somebody out there caught it. I know you caught it.
I caught it.
Right.
I was going with AAA, New Japan, AEW, and Impact.
Yeah, you don't think NW? See, the thing is,
NWA only has 12 people.
that's
on the
exactly my
roster,
point.
so
Is so they
it
need
wouldn't even matter.
they-
but
need
3
to-
of those people are Nick Aldis and
Yeah,
fucking Rock and Roll
exactly
Express.
my point. So
Which
put
they don't even do tag. They don't even have tag belts in NWA.
so if you
Who
could,
has the tag belts?
They
So-
don't. They don't have a tag team. They don't have enough people.
so you could
Well,
even
Who
do
had the tag belts before?
you could even do 5. Let's say
The
that you could
the
even do
Rock and
all
Roll
5
Express were the
groups.
last
They're not
team
tag
champions,
teams.
right?
Yeah, but they don't
What?
put them in. Their
Could
Shockwave
you
show.
like think about that though? 5 different like groups working together to put on a pay-per-view.
Yeah,
Like that
seems
would be the
pretty fun.
craziest fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
It would be the biggest fucking thing.
No,
NWA would
period.
be great because they have
No,
the
you don't.
pool of the whole country,
AAA,
which is what they used to usually do.
Japan.
That's international shit. That's probably gonna be hard.
It's
to
the
do.
International Cup, like the X Division International
Which
Cup.
all
like
those
they used to
possibilities.
do,
Yeah, that shit
which
was
would be
dope.
badass.
That shit was gold. Watching all the different countries go against each other: Canada, U.S., Japan, and what was the other one they had? Mexico. And it was dope, dude. Like they had all different kinds of matches. They would put all different kinds of matches, like singles matches, fucking
Tag team cruiserweight.
like, and they would just like points for points.
They need to have a special category or a separate category for people that are from like abstract places of the world. Like everybody's from like parts unknown.
They actually did that one year though. They actually did that where they took like people like from all these other places and fucking made them just their own little team.
And all the people with like weird ass gimmicks like Luchasaurus that are like from the tar pits. If you're one of those other abstract places,
put like the Minotaur guy with him.
Yeah, exactly.
Puma.
Yep. Mhm. That's right.
Huh.
We're giving you guys ideas.
Exactly. This is $1 million a game for free.
You know.
So
just keep an eye out. That's what's up. So, and then to continue to go on with that a little bit is if they were gonna do that, they would obviously have Nick Aldis versus Kenny Omega, because obviously, I'm sorry, that's not gonna be Mox. It's not going to. It's not gonna be.
I prefer it to be Cody again.
It won't be Cody either.
Because Cody doesn't have a belt.
That's right. Because Cody doesn't have a belt, and
you can easily put the belt on Cody.
But you could easily, and you know,
mean,
and
it's not like they haven't just completely scrapped fucking booking 1 week and gone to something completely different the next.
which actually the things is they do listen to the fans. If there's certain things that fans are really like don't like, they scrap. Like they did that with the project with her, what is it, Brandy Rhodes,
her version of the Dark Order.
Her version of the Dark Order or whatever it fucking was. Yeah,
Kong got hurt or something.
They scrapped that whole fucking thing, dude. They just
Collective, whatever it was. Or...
No, that's yeah.
Yeah, the Nightmare Collective. Yeah, fucking stupid shit to begin with, but you know, and I don't actually. And the thing is I know you're like, you know, you kind of like Brandy Rhodes is like, you know, the chick, but in my opinion, I
didn't say that. I'm just saying.
I don't fucking like that bitch, dude. Sorry, Cody. Sorry, I don't think she doesn't have
Sorry,
it.
Cody. I don't like 75% of your fucking company.
She doesn't have any fucking
Fair enough.
place in the ring. She doesn't. She is a horrible wrestler, and every time she gets in the ring, it's like an eyesore. All of her things she does.
Hey, sounds like majority of the people on the card.
See, that's a problem.
It's right in.
I like seeing people.
She's learning on camera in front of everybody else. She's getting all kinds of awesome on-the-job training on TV.
I
love watching people botch moves on live TV.
Else.
It's great.
Oh yeah,
it's great. It's amazing. It makes wrestling.
That's why we watch wrestling.
Awesome.
And let's talk about the number one botch of this last week to bring up would be Chris Jericho's.
Chris Jerichovid.
You know, and
badass.
his lion salt, moonsault.
Chris Jericho got me looking like fucking, I don't know, Michael B. Jordan and shit over here.
Pile drive myself.
See, that's what happens when you get on the juice. And
if you haven't seen it, it's pretty amazing. Like, adrenaline's a hell of a drug, because he literally did a backflip on pile drived himself.
Damn.
It was so stiff. It was horrible, bro. It looked like a board that just like hit a piece, like it hit the ropes and just flopped over like backwards. Like that's what it looked like.
He hit the ropes and forgot what he was doing.
Oh, it was so bad.
Backwards and just damn.
It was pretty bad, and it definitely would have to be the hardest botch I've seen in a long time.
You just need to go ahead and retire.
21.
Just accept the fact that you're old and you're fucking fat and you can't wrestle.
Okay. So I understand he's gonna talk shit. I think Chris has, you know, he can work it out, but
that match was great though. I mean, again,
yeah.
Sammy Guevara.
How you working that out?
How you working that out? You know what else you need to work out? Big fat ass, fat boy.
That top rope Spanish fly that Sammy Guevara did, that thing was fucking.
That was good too. Yeah.
Chris Jericho
That's
looks
rough.
like he's been dead floating.
That was a really good match, by the way. I thought
So he
everybody
just
put
covered
in a
his
lot of
I
work.
really thought it was going to be Sammy Hagar, just because they actually got Sammy Hagar to announce that.
That shit was
game.
awesome. That's cool.
I wish
I don't know how much they had to
I'll show
pay
you a
him
picture
for
of Chris
that,
Jericho
but-
right now. You're like, oh shit.
Yep.
He's
All right,
like,
well,
fuck
it's
this
been a
shit.
fun
He's
week,
fucking
guys.
fat as fuck, bro.
And congratulations to Luther and Serpentico for moving up to the big leagues. Like, I call them the Weaver Dojo 2.0 because that's what Psycho Bob and the Suburban Samurai would have been if they actually became professional wrestlers. So
There you go.
good ups to these guys. That's what they remind me of.
There you go.
Huh. They definitely have brought some of their own charisma out in the last week. They did some good job.
He's got the third eye painted on his forehead.
Thank you, guys. Peace.
Back at it again, baby.
Woo!
Yep.
Hashtag AXC Podcast.
Hashtag AXC Podcast. Wear that hashtag out.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
Hey, look at
We have
three
featured
eyes.
Alibaba the Terrorist a lot on his Back at Wrestling Theater, and rightfully so.
Good job.
And the Associates.
Juggalo
Yeah,
Joe's been on
Juggalo
it,
Joe has been on here
back-to-back
too,
weeks.
as well
Rest
as
in peace.
the one and
peace,
only
man.
O-Dog.
Look at that
Look at
fat
this
bastard.
young
Joe
man.
Ponce in the house.
Look at that young boy.
Felicia.
The
Unimportant ones. They come out, they got their matching outfits. These guys are a professional tag team.
Psycho Bob on commentary is top notch.
Psycho Bob in anything is top notch.
Next is O-Dog and Juggalo Joe.
Oh, snap. The Associates.
They had amazing ring announcing.
Yeah, he didn't even like say their tag team name. It's just
So unprofessional.
It's because Joe couldn't read, so we couldn't give him like.
Wow. Allegedly, for the legal department
Allegedly.
out there, allegedly. We don't want to slander anyone on this podcast. We don't have enough money for you guys to sue us.
It's a good thing he doesn't.
Juggalo
have enough
Joe
money to
sits
sue
down
us
in the
for
chair.
this show.
Oh, shit.
Have a good one, man. I'll catch up with you later.
Joe's already in enough legal trouble.
Wow.
starting it right off the bat,
With
which is
Pearl Harbor right off the bat.
Just blasting him over there. Why ain't you doing nothing? Oh, what was that?
Well, you slow on the uptake, bro. I mean, that's what happens.
scooped him up.
Damn.
Damn.
See, BCW didn't
TKO.
always have a ring.
Took
Like
his
they
whole
had to
head
start
off.
from some meager beginnings.
Hey, humble beginning.
You gotta
Humble
come from
beginnings,
somewhere.
Yes. Juggalo Joe with the sweet sidestep.
Crunch.
What?
Oh,
Oh, that was a half-ass spine buster.
the Pine Buster.
The Pine Buster.
I dropped the S, just a pine.
Oh, right in
Those
the
are
kisser.
straight wrestling
With the
skills.
Booker T. Right
Crank.
to the face.
Oh, here we go.
Whoa.
Out of nowhere.
Dick.
Whoa!
Is it the
Belly to
flapjack?
belly, I think.
That's a lapjack.
It was a something.
Look at him block that. That was devastating.
Oh, missile drop kick.
DDT onto that devastating green
It is
object.
broken down completely. Where is the referee?
He's over there. I think he was worried about his hands. They might be cold. It appears there's snow on the ground.
See, it's like it's.
Haha. Tough gut, and he hit me in the face.
It would appear that there's snow
No
on the ground.
sounds.
I have a little bit of inside information. Apparently, Uncle Scam's airplane had a breach and lost a, let's say, a substantial amount of precious cargo.
Oh, oh,
Hey,
whoa!
Parcel.
The parcel.
What has he got in his pocket?
Look.
Tax.
Ah,
Thumbtacks?
Yes.
I thought that
Sneaking
was the
up on
parcel
him
on
with a
the
chair.
sack.
Oh, broke his
He ended-
elbow. Oh,
And it
my
didn't even
God.
phase him.
Well, it's because he hit my elbow with the
see.
chair, so he blocked the
Taken out by
clothesline.
his own teammate.
Well,
Okay.
his terroristic training has given him
Oh,
an
kicked him in the
extreme
knee, didn't
threshold for
expect
pain and
that.
punishment
Here we go.
as he
Nope.
sold that
Nope.
kick to the nuts.
What are they gonna do, man?
I'm not sure what they're going to do.
Double choke slam on the thumbtacks? Nope.
Nope.
A choke
Oh.
slam, rock bottom, Russian leg
Like-
sweep, something.
And missed.
It was a half sambo suplex.
I'm not certain what happened there.
There was a
The
frying
wrong
pan
guys
to the
fell
head.
down.
There was a frying pan to the head.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay.
Oh snap! People.
For anybody watching out there, Alibaba the terrorist is not wearing blackface that is camouflage because he is a terrorist who needs to be incognito.
Thank you for addressing the elephant in the room.
Oh snap! That's the
Damn.
Pentagon drop there.
I think that's the end of the game. Nope. Kicks out of it. Oh, jeez.
That chair swing was vicious.
It was. But, damn. All of us stank on it.
Alibaba just rolling with it.
Thumbtacks in his back.
Yep.
A drop
Oof.
kick. To the
That,
top.
that ISIS training
shit.
will teach you to take an ass whooping.
He got some air on that.
There's some
sure
serious
is.
air on that
Impressive.
Alabama Jam leg drop.
Oh,
Shades
and he
of
gets
great
the 3.
There's a kick out.
Oh, he power bombs
He hit him
my
on the-
buddy.
You hit a motherfucker with another
Oh,
motherfucker?
my God.
Nope.
Is he going
Nope.
off the top, too?
Hopefully. You got it up before that.
Oh snap!
He didn't go to the top, though.
Nope. Nope.
Oh.
The 7/8 top rope fucking splash.
Oh dog.
Battery is low. Pin their damn asses.
Oh
Look
yeah,
at that.
batteries.
Opportunity. No, get out of here.
What in
Dunk in
the
the tea
fuck?
bag.
Oh my god.
That wasn't allowed. Pin.
Still going.
Running out of.
This ref has lost all control of this
Oh, man.
match.
I
So
don't
I'm
think he ever
assuming
had
that the
control of it.
mattresses underneath there were there for protection. But is that a cinder block that I see? In the
That's
corner?
a toaster.
A
Oh,
toaster.
that was a clean drop kick right there. Yeah, so it was a toaster underneath the ring for.
Extra cushion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Quick
Soften the
access.
blow.
That's what it's there for. Quick access.
Well, I mean, like, we're completely exceeding the weight limit on that thing, so the mattress has kept that thing from completely
Collapsing.
collapsing. Yeah.
Like that low battery. Eat a dick.
Look at him. He's,
Again.
You got another flying terrorist.
they're both laid out too, man.
I'm pretty sure what he just yelled there was
Oh.
anti-Semitic.
The double elbow drop.
Low battery.
Was that the double kick out?
What about the referee not
That's
even
what it looks
announcing the
like.
count? He just puts his hand in the air.
Oh, look at that awkward submission by Juggalo Joe.
A
What
figure
the
5,
hell?
ladies and
Yep.
gentlemen.
That's at least a 5. That might even
The
been
rare,
figure 6.
the rare, never before.
But his ring
seen
awareness,
figure five.
Look at him.
his
elbows.
ring awareness with the figure 5 to drop the elbow, break up the pin, but
Unfortunately,
Very, very
he was not
underestimated
successful.
worker, that Juggalo Joe.
The winner, the militia.
just like that.
Ah, damn it! I could have let that. I
Over.
could've let
It's a
that
wrap.
go for a little bit longer, actually.
But all those people, my battery's dying. My battery's dying.
Well, that would be kayfabe speak for it's time for the match to be over.
That's
Yeah,
That
real.
is the BCW version of go home.
No, you're
That's
running
right.
long.
Real
Sometimes
production
they-
Yeah, you're
problems.
running long, bro. That TV show to produce.
Time to cut. Thank you guys.
Thanks for stopping by.
Absolutely.
Have a
You're
great
Join
night.
us
good.
next time.
Like, subscribe, share.
Yeah, all that good shit, bro.
Hashtag
Hashtag AXE Podcast.
Support is free.
Supporting your friends costs nothing.